Hey, Dr. Mark Bowers here. Today we're going to explore an important concept that can help you better understand anxiety both in children and maybe even in yourself. It's called the cost of going to battle twice with anxiety. It's a powerful idea that I believe will resonate deeply with you as parents. See, anxiety often leads us to go to battle with a challenge before it even happens. For example, your child may start worrying about a test days before it takes place. They spend emotional and mental energy worrying about it beforehand, only to face that challenge again when the actual test happens. And this is what we call the double cost of anxiety. See, it's this dual cost, the worry beforehand and the challenge during the actual event, that can be overwhelming. It drains emotional reserves, it creates mental overload, it reduces the ability to stay present and enjoy the moment. It can even have physical effects like fatigue or tension. So how can we help our kids and ourselves reduce this double cost of anxiety? The key is learning to save our energy for what matters most, focusing on the present moment and preparing in healthy, proactive ways. Now let me share a few simple activities that you can use with your child to support this shift. A helpful tool is the worry budget. Here you ask your child to think about a recent event they worried about, like a test, a performance, or a social situation. And on one side of paper, you write down how much time and energy they spent worrying before it happened. On the other side, you write how much time and energy you actually spent dealing with it during or after the event. Often, your child will see that the cost of worrying beforehand added no real value. It just drained their energy further. And this can help them understand how to redirect those anxious thoughts into something more productive. Sometimes it's difficult to tell the difference between worrying and planning. That's where the worry versus plan exercise comes in. On one side of paper, you write down the specific worries your child has about an event. Then on the other side, you help your child turn each worry into an actionable step if possible. This helps them shift from an unhelpful worry to proactive preparation and teaches them how to focus on what's in their control. Mindfulness is another powerful way to reduce anxiety. Teaching your child grounding techniques like the 5-4-3-2-1 method, where they name 5 things they can see, 4 things they can touch, and so on and so forth. Pair this with some nice, slow, deep breathing to help calm their body and mind. Finally, you can introduce the metaphor of the 2 battles. When we worry in advance, it's like going to battle twice, once in our minds, and then once again in the real battle of real life. And what would it look like if we saved our strength for the battle that we actually had to fight? Encourage your child to draw or write down to them what this means. By helping your child focus on one battle at a time, you're teaching them how to conserve their emotional energy, to stay present, and to approach challenges with greater resilience. Anxiety doesn't have to be a constant struggle. Together, you can shift from a cycle of what ifs to a life filled with mindful moments and proactive coping. So thank you for watching, and remember, your support and presence make all the difference in your child's journey toward managing anxiety.